this is Hans, and it's time for yet another episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time. This is the show where I show you what to do with your instant noodles. Today we've got the spicy version of, what are these guys? The company's called Taiban Yihao, and this is their Taihebanmian. So, and this is the spicy version. The last time I had one of these, it was the original flavor. But yeah, got a bunch of lots of sachets. It comes with an absolutely beautiful fork. Notice the hole. You could hang that on something. But this is considered penne mie, and it's a different kind of noodle. Flat, broad. The last time I had this, pretty sure it got 5 stars when I did the red version. This is the green version. So we'll see how it goes. The extra spiciness could possibly just be a ton of, what do you call it? Szechuan pepper. But the last one, that's right, it had big peppers in it. Like, real big peppers. Like, whole peppers that were like pinky finger long. Pinky finger length. So let's see what happens. First off, we've got a powder base. Then we've got a liquid base. You add all these in, add the water, cover it for 5 minutes. So, liquid base. It's Friday. I'm happy about that. The kids like to call it Friday now. That's my eye roll. That must be the peppers? I don't know. A bunch of veg. Here goes the veg. And are these peppers? I don't think so. No, I'm pretty sure the last one I did was just like super full of peppers. This may not be. Maybe they are. Oh yeah, those are peppers, all right. Like a ton of them. Here, look at this. These little greasy suckers right here. Look at those peppers. Holy crap. But the last one I did really wasn't all that spicy, so we'll see what happens here. Do we have a fill line? That would be right there. Okay, so perfect. So we're gonna cover that up and do 5 minutes. So hope you are doing well. It is April 5th, 2024 where I'm at. What's new? There was a bridge that collapsed. You already knew that. There's an election going on. I have no idea what it's like in your neck of the woods for that, but it's got to be crazy. Hey, I went to the thrift store yesterday, and I got my favorite kind of cell phone case. I get these OtterBox Defender cases. That's what's on this one. It's pretty burly. But the one you're watching me through, I had this case, because originally it was going to be the phone that I carry around with me, and see, it's pretty thin, it's not very heavy. But then I got my wife's old phone, so I got a case for that, and that worked out really well. But this one, it doesn't need a super cheesy case on it. Yeah, here's the one I usually carry around with me. It's a cheap case, but to fit it in my pack, it can't be super thick. And this phone had a thin one, and now it's got a super thick, burly one. So I'll take this monopod and stuff out with me and carry it around and do the intros and outros and stuff sometimes. I need to do that again. I haven't done that in a while. But yeah, so I'll do that, and a little extra safety on this thing is good. I've dropped these cases a bazillion times nothing happens. I mean, they're like solid. Bounce, 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 bounce. So, but yeah, I got it for $3.50, and usually they're like $60, so that was a score. But yeah. And I don't know, just did a bunch of walking around and that kind of thing. It's what I'm into. It's what I do. And I'm probably going to go, after this is all done, go out and do some more of that. I need to start getting down to it and doing my top 10 global list. It comes out generally on the closest Monday to the 20th of April. Why? Just because. There's really no rhyme or reason to it. You're like, hey, it's 420. It's like, well, yeah, but I think that's when the first one came out, and it wasn't like planned that way, but I figure I should come out with my global list every year, the closest day to the 20th of April. So that's just what I do. The 19th of April, because I got a buddy who's doing a school course and that's his last day, that's a Friday. So it'll come out on April 22nd. But right now it's April 5th, and I haven't done jack as far as getting my top 10 list going. To do that, first off, I've got to go to my big list and update it. And that's going to be about 3 hours of going like, review number, okay, this is what? I think I did them up to 4,500, 4,440. That might be it. 4,440? I don't know. But I have to go line by line in a spreadsheet, enter the company name, the variety, whether it's a pack, cup, bowl, tray, or box version, the country where it's from, and how many stars it got. And that takes a little while. And the first one that has the number has HTML code in it, so I've got to put the link and the review number in there. And there's all sorts of spots where it's easy to make a typo and screw things up, and I'm very good at that. So I'll catch it like a little bit later, and I've done like 20 of them wrong, so I got to go back and fix 20 of them. But you know, it's it'll work out well. But yeah, I have a system. So, and then I got to make my picks, and then that's not hard. And then I got to come up with my script. So it's like my script basically is the list going from 10 to 1, and then little bits of information. So it's kind of like a cheat sheet, because it's like I'll look at them, but it's like when I'm standing in front of a whole bunch of lights, I'm like, what did I like about this one? And I spit that out. Generally what I'll do my top 10, my bottom 10, my top 10 cups, and my top 10 bowls all at once. I've still even got another top 10 that I did months ago that I just haven't gone and got around to editing. And that's the top 10 Indonesian list. So I might, just to get my feet wet on the whole top 10 list, you know, shuck and jive or whatever you want to call it, I might just go ahead and get that one wrapped up and posted. And then, yeah, I should be able to do that in a day. But nowadays, I don't use video backgrounds for my things. I use AI. So I have to spend all this time making these elaborate AI images and then putting them in Photoshop and doing all this junk. So, which is fun. I'll pick a theme. Like the top 10 Taiwan list for 2024 was, what do you call it? Raining in the future and shopping for noodles. There's the noodle. Nice chewiness. Solid. Look at all those freaking peppers, my God. Oh, look. One has found its way onto my fork. Should I eat it? Mm-hmm. Not bad. Let's see. Is there more veg going on in here? I thought there was. Here's the broth. That nice little bit of oiliness. The noodle is great. This is really quite good. I can't say that it's incredibly spicy, but it's very tasty. But yeah, I don't find it to be like the original, and the spicy seem to be about what's going on here. You're off. Why do you keep turning? That's really strange. We'll use this one. This is a good. Do I want to use this one? No, I'm going to use this one. Because the other one, the next one is going to be a tempura. I think the tempura would look better with a lighter bowl. Okay. So let's pour you in on a frye. It sounds too Kanye. Frye. Talked to a buddy of mine. He's gonna be pushing out this product that I'm really interested in. It's just basically instant noodle seasoning. At least that's the plan. He has that, and he's got like, what do you call them? Crushed instant noodles that you can make like a prison spread out of. That's a thing. I mean, say what you want about, you know, people who have been to prison, but that there's like a whole food culture in that. And he's trying to satisfy that market's interest. People will go and be away from their families and stuff, and granted, generally that's because they did something, they made a mistake, you know. But here's some Chinese sausage. That is no mistake. And yeah, they did something screwy, and they ended up in prison, and but they go away for a long time. Then they get out. They are used to eating that style of food, and spreads are basically instant noodles that are crushed up, and then you use like snack foods like chips and cheese, you know, shelf-stable stuff that you would get, and they make meals out of that, and it's kind of like a mush, kind of, I don't know, kind of weird. They make it in a garbage bags all the time. But yeah, crackers, cheese whiz, things like that. But all these people bring all these different aspects to the table, you know, because people who are in prison don't generally have like crap loads of money. So they all share, and then they all enjoy a big meal of all this weird stuff. It's called a spread. There's a book, you can find it on Amazon, and it's called Prison Ramen. That's all about that. And there's some interesting stuff. You may have seen me do a bunch of the prison ramen burritos. So, yeah. This is definitely something you would not find in a prison, but it's good. This is a good one. I'm really, really pleased with this stuff. Yeah. But yeah, if you can help it, don't go to prison. That's my motto. $380. Alright, so yeah, everybody, don't go to prison. But the next one we got came out of a Nakama Noodles box. This is a Nissan variety. This is a tempura soba, and it is in the style of a place called Maneki Station, I believe. It says Eki Soba since 1949. So we will give that a try on the next episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time. This has been Hans the Ramen Raider, wishing you enjoyment of your noodles each and every day. Have a good one. Bye-bye.